Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to another episode of Motivated to the Max. This is your boy D to Motivate. I'm praying and hoping that you guys are having an awesome Monday. I know it's the first day it's that Monday, the beginning of a new work week. It's the beginning. It was like, oh man, I gotta go to work and do everything this week. But then guess what? This is gonna be an awesome week for you because why? Because first of all, God woke us up this morning, and then plus two, we're able to go out and do the things of what God has called for us to do. But I gotta lay down some rules right here first. Gotta lay down some rules for you guys here on this morning. Rule number one, we come in hot, honest, open, and transparent. Rule number two, we come in here lit. And when I say by lit, I mean living in thankfulness. All right. And then rule number three, be yourself. Be yourself when you coming on here. Hey, because there's nobody here that's trying to make you act all different and everything. Because look, I have to be myself when I come to you guys. So, hey, I want you guys to be yourself. So here go the 10-second count off for those you all that are new to Motivated to the Max. The 10-second count off detox is it's a detox from where you take every negative vibe, every negative thing that's trying to stop you from doing the things of what God has called for you to do. And we're going to do a detox. We're going to cast this thing out from where we want positive vibes to come in. And so we can go do the things of what God has called for us to do. So here go your 10-second count off right here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So, I like to, knock the sucker on out there, cast that on out there to the sea of forgetfulness where it will never come back. It will never be trying to hinder us again, because it's the World Series. So, brother been watching some baseball and everything like that. Go Braves. Yeah, I said it, go Braves. I'm pulling for Atlanta. And so, so welcome on this morning. How is everybody doing that you are here in Facebook land, that you're going to be listening in on the podcast? I pray and hope you guys are doing well on today. I want to come with you guys with something a little interesting right here. I have my first song with No Days Off, but we're not talking about that song for today. I'm doing great, thank you. That's my lovely wife right there, Latasha. Did that. Shh. She's not sneaking around like she's actually off. She's actually working today, but she's she's trying to be secret. So I won't tell. Shh. Not just playing, but all glory to God. Thank you, honey, for always coming in and showing love like you always do. I want to come to you guys today about what changes do we need to make in our lives. That's right, I said it. What changes do we need to make in our lives? So I had a discussion. I had to do shout out to Maximizing Life Family Worship Center. I had to do what we call a Life Cafe. That's called our Sunday school. And so I had a question on, from where we were talking about October was here for what we were talking about the breast cancer awareness, and I was giving my story how I met so many survivors and stuff that they had to make some changes in their lives. And so I wanted to bring that to you guys here on this morning as well. What changes do we need to make for our lives? I know from where with my mother and everything like that, it was a lot of changes that she had to make whenever she was dealing with breast cancer and everything like that. There was a lot of changes that she had to make. Even for not even just for my mother, for me and my sister, it was some change. It was a lot of changes that we had to make because it was we had to alternate some time. We had to make sure that our mom was good. So it was some changes that we really had to make in life. And so it was making me think about, for where we allow God to come in and we have to make some changes. And sometimes we always hear, we we're guilty of doing it. We have tell people that you need to change your behavior. You need to make changes and everything like that. But I have learned from where you can't make changes until you change the way that you think. And so I was reading something. I was reading like a devotion plan, and the plan was talking about for where you have to be, for you to make changes in your life, you have to change the way that you think. And so we'll say, and so I was reading, and I was kind of like, well, ain't that kind of like I'm changing how the way I do things, everything like that? And then it was like yes and no. He said like you have to change the way on your thinking before you can make changes, before you can make the changes that you need to make. You gotta change your way of thinking. Because some of us may think, well, there's nothing wrong with me, I don't need to do anything about it, and then they're gonna go on their merry way and then find out they still have like snobby attitudes and they feel like they're better than everybody like that. And and plus some. Trust me, I know some people. And so there is at a point now from where I had to make some changes on how the way I think. Like for me, okay, cool. I had no problem talking about me. Like I said, I'm following my rules. Keep it hot, honest, open, and transparent. It has been times from where I have doubted myself, and from where I did not have full belief on the things on what I can do, like working on the computer, doing these lives and everything. And then, let's make this thing more practical for me, like for being a husband or just being a son. It was like I am like the terrible person in the world. I'm always jacking up things. I can't get anything right. It was like, I can't. And so then I had to learn from where I had to change my way of thinking. And then plus two, when I had to change my way of thinking, I had to realize that I'm not everybody. We are different. God made us different for so many ways, for certain reasons. And so, like for me, everybody know I am like the goofiest, silliest person like in the world. Like I love to have fun. I love to sit there, like the wild out talk and chill with everybody like that. But then, and even sometimes like it's like a serious moment, and then people like, man, like you need to stop playing around with that. And it was some people had just noticed about me is like, whenever it's like a sad and silly moment in it or anything like that, I'm the one who would have to like, just like to say something silly or crack a joke or anything, because I'm the person that didn't like to see people so sad. And so like now, I had to change how the way I would think, because some people are like, man, you need to change how the way you act and everything. I had to change my way of thinking. It's a time and a place for me to be silly, but and also a time and a place for me to be serious. And so, but I also had to learn was like, like I am totally different. I said, I don't take bad news quite lightly. I really don't. Ask my wife, she'll tell you. I don't take bad news quite, often. I had to be sometimes was like, you know what? Give me a minute. Like let me process everything on what has been said and everything like that. And then I'd be like, nah, I'll get back with you. I'll get back with you. That's me. That's totally honest. And then it had to be for the point of time from where, and and we were just talking yesterday. It was like sometimes I had to be willing to face the things from where I had to be willing to face the things that I know that needs changes. I had to be willing to face them changes that I need to make. And so like with me, like I said, I had no problem talking about myself. Like with me, I know for the fact that, the changes from where I had to make was for me. It was the important things for me. And we always hear like people say, well, you need to do this and you need to do that. And, you need to make these changes and everything like that. Cool, that's great. You can advise that person all day that they need to make some changes in their life or anything like that. But it's one thing we all have to realize: that person's not gonna make the changes if they're alive and they don't change the way of their thinking. So their thinking is like, well, I can't, if a person starts saying like, I can't do this and everything like that, guess what? They're going to feel that they can't do it. They can't move forward. They can't push, or they can't do anything. They just feel like that they should be stuck in this rut, that they don't deserve anything better for themselves. And then on the other hand, you got people whose thinking is like, you know what, I can do this, all I got, I gotta stay focused, I gotta keep pushing, I gotta keep going and everything like that. So then guess what? Those gonna be your go-getters. And it's gonna be the way, like, we always gonna have to change how the way we think or how the way we act, like, every day. And so I think that's where it comes from, where, and we want to be like on like a spiritual note and everything, from where we have to deny our flesh every day. Because our flesh will be like, well, I'm going to go do X, Y, and Z over here. But then you really be like, no, but I don't need to do X, Y, Z over here. I need to go do A, B, C first. I need to stay on this path right here. I need to be at a point from where the changes that I need to make is gonna better from where I need to be at. And sometimes our flesh do not want us to make the changes because the flesh just wants you to sit right there in a spot from where that you cannot move. And I had to learn that stuff for myself. It's like, my flesh is like really tripping. And so and then some people like, well, Dad, what you mean like with your flesh and everything? Okay, cool. I can give you an example right here. I just thought about this. God just gave me this example from where every time, like with me, every time there's something going on, like with church or like doing some type of observing or anything like that, my body tends to act stupid. And when I mean it tends to act stupid, it tends to act stupid. It will be from where my body will start to cramp up. It's from where that I'm, it's just like so many type of issues. I'm in pain. I'm hurting. My head might be hurting. And then it just might just be something that might be going on. Therefore, I'm about to get ready to go to church. I'm about to go I'm about to go do something. It's something I'm about to go do that my flesh do not want me to do. And so then I had to change my way of thinking from where, because, sometimes, when your body hits you, like, oh, man, when you feel like the pain, so, well, I'm just tired. I'm just going to stay home today. I just don't feel good. And, I'm just going to stay home and then, end the story or well like that. No, I had to change the way my thinking was like, you know what? No, I'm going to get up. I have to make this push. I have to keep on going, because if I just sit here, I'm going to miss something. Like, I'm going to be honest with you this morning. I was like, I almost did not want to get up and say, you know what, get up, do Motivated to Max or anything like that. I'm keeping it honest with you, got honest, open, and transparent. It was a time like I wanted to stay right in my bed and be like, you know what, I'm just gonna lay down. I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna get this sleep in and everything like that. And then when I get up is when I get up. But then I had to make that change and say, no, I have to get up. I know that I mentioned one of the things of what I need to change. I had to change on me being consistent. So I would be like, you know what? I had to get up. I had to get up. I need to do what I need to do and get ready to do the show and everything like that. So then I can be ready at 9 and everything like that to get everything up and started running. And then, get my technology stuff. So make sure there's no technical difficulties going on and everything like that. I had to change my way of thinking and be like, no, even though I wanted to lay in the bed, I had to change my way of thinking. Say, I can't stay in the bed. I have to get up. I gotta get up. I gotta make this push and do what I need to do. I said, I gotta make this change. I have to get up. Because if I don't get up, and then this is me and my wife. If I don't go do it, then how else is gonna get done? But then it had to be like, you know what? I have